After an amazing time in Copenhagen, we decided to keep moving, this time to Prague, a city law known as the most beautiful in the world. In the last video, we began exploring, crossing its most iconic bridge, and soaking in the Christmas markets. In this episode, we go deeper into the city's most popular areas to feel the atmosphere, the rhythm, and the vibe. Does Prague still feel the same, or is the experience something entirely different? Let's find out. It's been a few hours now. How you feel about Prague?
I'm surprised, man. I'm shocked. They got a lot of emotion going on in Prague. I ain't gonna hold you. It's quickly becoming a top contender for just destinations in general. I mean, the question now to me is like, why go to Paris when you could go to Prague?
That's exactly how I feel. That's why when I first started coming here, I was just going to Paris to visit family. But really, I didn't see the point. We have to go this way. Another shop. I didn't see the point of going to Paris because once I've seen the Eiffel Tower, I've been there so many times, I just find Prague has more of an edge, you know? So another one of those shops. So they recently legalized it now. You can actually smoke on the street and nobody cares, but you have to avoid public bus stops and of course the outdoor venue around restaurants.
But schools too.
Schools and stuff like that, yeah. But you can buy your green, you can walk around, you can smoke and nobody cares. It goes to show you, man. It has taken jobs away from the street hustlers, man. You know, if you are there selling that stuff, now you're out of a job.
And the police?
And the police don't care.
What are they gonna do now?
Have you seen the cops since you've been here?
I saw some cars, but no actual police.
Yeah, that's right. There's not a lot of police officers, a tremendous amount of tourists, and the fact that you are inside buildings like this, it blocks the wind. So really, guys, even though it's cold, you don't feel it like that much. You know, navigating these small alleyways, you know what I mean? So, look at this. Yeah. People coming from everywhere. And they don't care how cold it is, man. They are coming. You have walking tours. And some of these walking tours are free. So if you're by yourself and you're like, man, I don't even know where to go, you can hop on the tour and they will show you around.
This looks like a mini Denmark.
Yes, this right here kind of, yeah, it reminds you a little bit. The loss of Ariana Grande, man, she took over the whole store right there. And that's the thing, is like, and then you see the North Carolina State University. You can take classes over here. North Carolina State University. right above the Ariana Grande building. I wonder what the connection is to her, because they have her featured all over the place right here. Wow. Okay. All right. Right on. So we continue. You have hotels, restaurants, pizza joint. You can have a good time at night. You can do it all. That's why I really like Prague. People often say, well, Europe, once you've seen one, you see them all. Not quite. It really depends on where you are. And I like exotic places. And no matter how often I come here, I'm always like, damn, I can't wait to come back. That's always how I feel, every single time. So, look at this iconic, legendary Gothic style building. Look at that thing. Wow. As you come here, you have a lot of tourists. This clock gives you not only the time, it gives you the local Prague time, it gives you the central time in Europe, it gives you the astronomical symbols, and then every hour on the hour, you get to see 12 apostles. So this is the clock. That's it right there. That's the clock. That's what attracts everybody here. That's the beautiful Prague clock right there. So rumor has it that they actually pierced the eyes of the guy who designed this clock. And the whole idea was that they didn't want him to set up another similar clock again. So this is the place. We're not on the hour. A lot of people just left because it's past the hour. But people will be standing here. You will have all kind of people. So when you see this, then you know you are officially in Prague. Outside of the famous Prague clock right here, you have this Gothic looking building. Look how beautiful Prague is. This is right in the heart of everything, man. This is the middle of everything right here. Look at the different colors. Look at the different buildings. Look how beautiful this place is, man. Wow. I mean, it's like visual ecstasy, you know? Visual ecstasy. People traveling just to come over here and experience this view, man. Look at this. Wow. Look at this. It feels really warm today, even though it's a winter day, and I'm glad because we can walk around and actually enjoy the city. It's sunny, something that we missed from the time we left Copenhagen. It was always dark, man. Look at this place. Look how beautiful this place. Guys, I've been here many times, and I tell you what, there aren't many European cities that I'm always feeling like, man, I got to come back to Prague, man. I got to come back to Prague. This place is special to me. I want to tell you, for those of you who have never been to Europe and you're hesitating where to go, many people will just run to the most popular places, right? But if you're open-minded a little bit, one of the things that people often ask me, language barrier, is that a problem? Prague is a very touristy place. Most vendors, most people you will meet here will speak English, no problem. Maybe in some smaller venues you might have a problem, language, communicating, but there's a lot of people here that speak English, so you don't have to worry about that. Prices is very affordable here. They do not have the euro, so you can definitely enjoy yourself. We have Bolt, they have Uber. Transportation cost is quite affordable. You can do Prague on a budget. You can do Prague on the bougie side. If you're a bougie guy, you just want to spend some money, the city has everything you want. All right. So you have that. Safety. Prague is very safe. You know, you can walk out here anytime, you know, daytime, nighttime. You will have no problem at night navigating the place because it's safe. You know, I mean, there's very few police officers. Now, a few years ago, when I first started my YouTube channel, I shot this video about being black in Prague. The gentleman, we're still in touch. I don't know if he's going to be willing to shoot a second part of it, but if not, maybe I'll find someone else that will, you know, tell me about what it's like. Sometimes when I find brothers like that, I try to ask them questions about what the experience has been like. And honestly, I felt a little bit bad with that video because it wasn't fully fair. I read some comments, people told me, well, because of this video, I'm not going to go to Prague, because we highlighted the rough treatment that the police has here when they deal with people who are black.
They believe that all the black guys, they are drug dealers. So when already you put this kind of thing in the head of people,
yeah,
even people that they just see you, even you're a tourist, they thought you're a dealer.
Now, as a tourist, I've never had any issues, but there's a big difference between being a tourist and living somewhere. When I come here for a few days, I'm just like, oh my God, look at how beautiful this place is. Look at the buildings. Look at the beautiful stuff. Look at the cafes, man. Let me get a drink. Let me enjoy this, da da da. It's very easy to say, oh yeah, Prague is great, right? And it's very different when you live in the city and you actually interact with the authorities. And the gentleman was basically underlining the fact that he loves the country, he loves the city, but the biggest problem that he has is with law enforcement. That being said, I did witness the scene one time. My friend got pulled over, and without giving him a reason, they asked him to step out the car. They searched him. They took saliva from him. They wanted to check. I thought they were going to do a blood. They're going to check his blood to see if the guy was high or something. So it's funny to go from a period like that where things were so strict to them now legalizing Mary Jane, right? It's very interesting what a change the city has gone through. And that's one thing I want to tell you guys, like, you know, things are changing quickly. And I can see in Denmark, a lot of people were underlining the fact that things are changing. There's a lot more migrants. There's a lot more immigrants. I can tell you for sure it is happening. But immigration is not necessarily a bad thing. It's when it's unchecked that it becomes a problem. So all this to say, this city attracts a tremendous amount of tourists. But the city stays clean. Many times people say when there's too many tourists coming over, things get dirty and things like that. You won't really have that problem here. You know, when you come over, the city stays clean, man. You know, the city stays clean. There's no really bad areas I can think of. The Czech Republic, Prague in particular, beautiful, beautiful city. So, you know, the tourists here, don't bring any issues from what I can see. All right, so I want to shoot another part about being black in Prague if I can, but I'm not sure that will happen. I want to just let you guys know that if you are thinking about coming to visit and you find that video, don't let that discourage you. Again, there's a difference between visiting and living somewhere. And if you live here, maybe your interaction will be a little bit different with law enforcement. But you know what? In many countries, dealing with law enforcement can be a little bit salty. So don't let that be a barrier to your experience. Don't let that stop you from experiencing, the country. There's great things in Prague, and I think that you will have a wonderful, wonderful time. It's funny, I'm more aware of people, playing these games behind me. Before, I wasn't paying attention until I actually edit the video, but now I'm aware of them. Anyways, yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to be here. I'm glad that I decided to come and, spend some time again in this city. I don't always repeat places, but Prague is the place that I don't mind repeating many, many, many times over. You can get yourself a nice apartment. You can have yourself a great time here and just enjoy, man. Europe is a great place for people who are, wondering where should I go first. Throw Prague in there, man. Not necessarily just run to Paris or London. Throw Prague in there. You're going to have a good time. Whether you're by yourself, there's some cities, like if you go to Copenhagen, Denmark, and you are alone, I'm going to tell you, man, you're going to be sad and depressed probably. But you come over here, you can meet people very easily. It's a great spot. So I can't wait to show you a little bit more of the city, but this is my experience for now. Let's see what else Prague has for us. Guys, as we're stepping out of the area here, after visiting the clock tower, we decided to get some pork. They're selling here. I was trying to hold on for dinner, but then I saw this, man. Look at this. I said, no way we're gonna see this and not take a bite. So the boys are hungry. After walking all around from the castle to here, by the Gothic castle that you see, and he already took a first bite. And you told me how you feeling about that pork?
It's amazing.
Wow.
Kind of like ham.
Yeah.
But barbecued.
Amazing, huh?
Something different that I've experienced.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Here it is. It's a little bit tough filming and
yeah, but
this.
wait till you actually bite it.
All right.
It's not tough at all.
Let's do it. Oh my God. Super tender.
And chewy, right?
Yeah, it's really good. So, sorry for my Muslim friends out there, but I do eat pork. I love me some pork, man. It's good. And that is one thing that they have here. It's known for Pilsners, that you see, and pork. So tonight, we're going to be very, very creative and going to have dinner. We're going to have something completely different called pork again. So,
pork is the new white meat.
There you go. There you go. So, me personally, I'm trying to avoid red meat. Personally, as we had that steak in Copenhagen, like I'm trying to avoid it personally. But so Prague is great because white meat here on this pork, top notch, man. So, guys, I'm sorry, he already finished his section, man. It's time for me to go ahead and eat so we can run to the apartment.
I ain't playing.
Yeah, this guy's killing it, man. Woo. Good morning from Prague. We came in this morning. I'm with Kerry HQ. You've seen the man before. You've seen the legend. This is Colombia at the finest right here. Check him out on YouTube. We are here about to basically eat pork, but it's early in the day, so we're not going to be able to get it until an hour from now. We have ordered veal, so we're going to be sharing these, and then we have some Pilsner, which again the national beer here is. Cheers to you. Thank you. So we're basically just killing time until it's time to order that stuff. We are in Prague 6. Guys, the city of Prague is divided in different numbers. Prague 1, 2, 3. When you hear Prague 1, you are in the heart of the city. We are what they call Prague number 6. Just gonna be sharing this little plate. It's too bad they did not give us spoons. I guess we're just gonna pull it. Or should we ask for a spoon? Sorry.
I'm not gonna eat though. I'm just looking at the meat.
Oh yeah. What is this anyway?
It's like a biscuit. It's like a cheddar bay biscuit from Red Lobster.
Wow, that looks good, huh? I'm gonna.
Well, that's the dumpling, remember?
Oh yeah, that looks good, man. I requested a spoon because the soup looks so freaking good, man. I don't want to miss that. Okay. I want to kind of taste this. Let you guys know the veal, man. Very, very tender.
So good.
Thank you. Oh my god. This is really good. Yeah, this is really very wintry here. Oh my god. It's like a potato and a biscuit at the same time. It's very interesting taste. Let's see what he thinks about this one.
Fire.
Yeah.
One night.
Yeah. Two?
This is yeah.
Yeah. Two.
This is called starter.
It's the best, no?
Yeah. That's what it's known for.
Yeah.
And two.
So, anyways, how do you feel about those pilsner?
Good. They're fresh. They're the thing about like in America, the canned beer that they drink, like no matter if it's Coors Light, Michelob Ultra, whatever, it just kind of has a stale taste to me. But when I love draft, anytime I drink draft, I don't know, it just the consistency and everything about it is just a lot better. So
Yes.
this, Europe, they pretty much primarily do draft. They don't bottle a lot of beer in Europe. And I just think that's a lot better.
Yeah. The aftertaste is a little bitter to me. You don't feel that with a pilsner?
Really, I think this is a really smooth.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I do. I love it. But I like it because it's not like a Belgium. Like it's completely
Belgium is oilier.
exactly.
Heavier.
Yeah. So
This is good.
it's a good beer. Yeah, they're known for the pilsners and the pork knee. We ordered the menu. The original one we had was for breakfast. It did not have anything in English. And then this one, I think they thought about us. Thank you. Thank you. So we're just keeping them coming, man. We're keeping them coming. Yeah, there's a big difference in the taste between the bottle and the draft. Big difference. Yeah. So
And the way they bubble, they're
Yeah.
fresher, man. They're just fresher.
absolutely.
You see, these
Absolutely.
have a lot of bubbles, but it's fresh.
Yeah. So yesterday we didn't do much, but we checked out a couple of venues. Just in a nutshell, what do you think of the nightlife and the people's attitude based on what you have experienced so far?
Seems like they have a very vibrant nightlife and whatnot, and people enjoy going out here. I feel like they are willing to take some of American culture and embrace it, and then some things, they are abrasive about. They may call you, derogatory terms based on, whatever, under their breath in their own language so that you don't know. And you might feel it. So I think you have to kind of pay attention to people's body language out here. But they're definitely short-circuited, meaning like they don't, small talk and all that, they're not really.
No. Cut and dry.
Cut and dry is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Nightlife options, it seems like they have it quite a bit. Like, we checked out a gentleman's club, and I really enjoyed just chilling there. I know a lot of guys go there to seal the deal, but that wasn't what we were looking. I just really like chilling in the strip sometimes.
Yeah, that's
Just
it.
Like,
Enjoy the vibe.
just looking, watching, and then listen to the music, really, and everything. But what I will say about the spot that we went to, I'm not sure if he'll share the name or whatever, but they, just like most places, they don't really care much about the experience anymore, and they really will have become predatory in nature.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I was going to ask you about the tipping practice that we were victims of yesterday. You mentioned to me that you felt like it was killing your experience.
Yeah, I mean, nobody likes to be trying to chill, hang out, you know, watch some dances, because out here they don't just go onto the stage and get naked. They do like aerial dances, like ballet. They have salsa. It's more like a cabaret than it is like a traditional American strip club.
Yes. Yeah, they have a spot, you know, if you're interested in this place, we have mentioned cabaret. Use your research knowledge, you know, you're going to find the place. But yeah, it's nice. A lot of very different shows. My biggest surprise before that, we went to a very expensive restaurant, very, very expensive. It's called Popeyes. And what was your surprise at Popeyes?
And I was surprised that it was even here, but when I went inside and started ordering, I was looking for some bone-in chicken, and they have created a Popeyes with no bone-in chicken, so only sandwiches, only tenders, and things like that. I've never thought that I would see something like that. Because to me, at the core of Popeyes is bone-in chicken. So
Yeah.
but it was packed. People were in there. You know what I mean? It didn't stop them.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're missing.
They don't know what they're missing, man. They don't know what they're missing. Imagine you walk into a Popeyes and your intent is to have some chicken and you can't do it because they only have sandwiches and damn tenders. I've been telling you how much I love Prague, but I forgot how edgy people are here. They don't go out of their way to be friendly to you. You ask for the bathroom, they'll be like, right there, you know? And sometimes people utter words under their breath and you don't know what they're saying. So people have a little bit of character here. Not a little bit, they have a lot of attitude here. But, you know, it should not discourage you. It's just, you know, every country has something. It's just, some places people are more into small talks than others. Here, you're definitely not going to get the small talks like Carrie was mentioning. So, when it comes to meals, the one thing I really want to show you guys here, man, I cannot wait to show that to you, is those pork knee. It's a big part of the food out here. So, I can't wait to show that to you. They brought these, I don't know what these are. I have no idea, but it's three
Chopped onions, the white part.
soft onions. Okay.
No, this is.
Oh, the soft onions, and then this.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Spread that on the bread?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But we'll find that soon. So after a long wait, we finally got the pork knee. So, you know, Paris has the croissants. You know, Italy has the pasta and the pizza. And the Czech Republic has the knee pork. All right? So, that's what's going on here. So, it basically comes with a couple of sauces here. And then you have the cabbage salad. All right? So, this is what we're about to kill right now. And this is one of the most popular places. You see, it's a little crispy right here, the skin, man. This is all right, man. So that's scary, you know, getting some content for, you know, this is a unique piece. You know, us content creators, man, we can't eat without taking these pictures, man. So, how you feeling about that, man?
It looks delicious, man. I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on carnivore diet as much as I can. I'll slip something in every once in a while, but
Yeah.
this is right up my alley. I
All right,
can't wait.
go. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'll let you guys know how this thing tastes. The skin is very crispy, and as you pop it open, man, very gentle and tender. Cut right here. You know, you have the bone, and then you have the white, soft meat right here. So let me take a little bite. This is really good. Excellent. Great meat, soft.
You try the mustard too, man. I like the mustard a lot.
You like the mustard?
Uh-huh.
Wow. You like it?
Why don't we do this everywhere else?
Wow. Yeah, I'm glad we came over here among the locals and try a restaurant that's not touristic because they sell them in a bunch of different places. But
Talk about fall off the bone.
oh my goodness.
Watch let me pull this one.
Oh man.
There we go. Look at that. Jesus. Tender, very tender.
So tender, so tender. So we basically checked out of the Airbnb and we're switching hotels today. We were not supposed to be in Prague for as long as we end up staying, but we are extending the stay by 1 day, just to tie up some loose ends, and then we will go from there. So it's located in a central place in the heart of Prague. I'm gonna be showing you guys in a bit what's going on there, and you will see what's happening. Oh, thank you.
Lavender oil in it.
All right. Usually when you get a towel, it's because they're gonna give you something to eat, you know, to clean your hands a little bit. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, I will do it for you.
They welcome you to a drink. That's really nice. But anyways, the W is super freaking nice, man. You see what's going on? Look at this beautiful venue here, man. So this is really, really, really freaking nice, man. Wow. They got some bottles of champagne chilling right here. Beautiful place to sit down. You know, check out the price. It's not so bad, honestly. They have like a whole entire champagne room over here, guys. Check this out. Wow. Yeah, I mean, nice place to come and chill, walk around, sit down with your friends or significant other, and sip on some drinks, man. The W is always nice. The W is always nice. So we wanted to finish our time here in Prague somewhere a little bit nicer. So that's what we're doing. All right.
Oh, nice.
So you said this is a mocktail of what exactly?
It's extract from cranberries
Yes.
and from elderflower.
All right. Sounds good.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, thank you. The good thing with this location is that there's tons of things around here. So, guys, this has been a very eye-opening journey for me because a lot of things have changed from the first time I discovered Prague to now, and I want to talk to you guys about it. So let me go ahead and check in, and then I will tell you some of these differences and advice based on my experience here, that you know if Prague is still worth visiting in 2025. Stay tuned.
This is a modern part this afternoon, gentlemen. And we're serving comfort food here. Pizza, sandwiches. Comfort food, I mean pizza, sandwiches, poke bowls, salads. And tonight there we have a DJ.
Okay.
From midnight until from 8 p.m. until midnight.
Okay.
So gentlemen, follow me. For experience, contact this pub before. The guests are now booking like. Yes, it's in a minus second floor as well. So gentlemen, something from our side for you to feel welcome. Something homemade. And if you like to enjoy a cup or tea or coffee in the room, completely free of charge for you, as well as the bottles of water. Rest of the mix bar is charged. What I love how our rooms are modern.
Yeah.
Both of the nightstands, wireless charging stations, also USB-C, USB lights, curtains, do not disturb sign. You can control from the comfort of your bed. Up and down. For the temperature, really easy air condition control panel.
Okay.
And if you like to use the safe, it's in a wardrobe, it's got 4 digits. Also, all our rooms and suites are equipped with steamers, iron boards, if you're playing some fancy dinner.
Fancy clothes, fancy dinner.
Yeah. Your bathroom with walk-in shower.
How do you guys feel about this, having this sink right here in the middle of the room, you know? Very interesting. But if you are with somebody, they see you brush and stuff, I don't know. I feel like I prefer everything being in the room, right here, in the restroom, but whatever. So, very nice place, man. The W, and this is the advantage of having points, you know. Definitely got hooked up, so thank you to Carrie for setting me up. How long have you been with the Marriott family?
Since 2022.
2022, yeah. So he got a suite, so it'll be good for you guys to see the difference. But we don't know exactly what time it's gonna be. So everything is all good. Very good size bed here. This is definitely a king. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more on the pricey side, I'm sure. But when I come to a place like that, I want to try one of the actual cocktails and then set up the plan for the rest of the day. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And like I said, I want to talk to you guys about how Prague has changed from the time I came here to now, and whether or not this is still worth coming. It still remains one of my favorite cities in Europe, but it has changed a tremendous amount. And I want to share those differences with you because if you're thinking about coming here, I want to be completely honest about what I have seen here. Some of the things I like, some of the stuff I don't like. But anyways, this is the little present that they offered me. Okay, so you have some sweets right here. You want some?
Chocolate?
Yeah. Yeah. Try
Look,
this.
they look great.
They do.
I hope this is like pistachio.
Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. So yo, let's talk about Prague. What has changed in 2025? So Prague is still beautiful. There's still this feeling that I get when I get to like the old castles and I see all the churches and the architecture and everything. But what has changed for me is the vibe, man. There's a lot more tourists here. It feels like, you know, like everywhere else, Prague hasn't been spared with over tourism. There's a lot. We are talking winter time here, and look how many people, like, after this train, I'll show you. Look at it, it's like packed, man. We are in the heart of the city. The W is right there. And then Hot Peppers, you can Google what it is. And then the Duplex, that's one of the major pubs out here. All right, so great location, but like I said, what has changed is the vibe. There's a lot more tourist infrastructure. I feel like some of the unique places that I found here are gone and been replaced by major chains like the Burger King right here. A lot more stores to vape, drink. They have legalized Mary Jane, so you have a lot of that going on as well. You have so many more tourists, right? And with that comes all these infrastructures like these boutiques and the souvenir shop. There was always a lot here, but I feel like it has completely just boomed. Completely boomed, man. When I started coming to Prague, it wasn't like this. In the sense that it was touristy, but I can only imagine summertime. If you come here, you're gonna be shocked, like how many people come. So it's no longer like a little secret and more like a place that everybody knows about, and the number of people coming here reflects that. So there's a lot more people coming to visit Prague. So that's the one thing I want to mention first. It is no longer a secret. The second thing I want to talk to you guys about is the price, man. And honestly, this has been my biggest disappointment. The prices. Everything has gone up. When I first started coming to Prague, man, this was the place where I was like, yo, I'm getting a big bang for my buck. Whether you were talking about transportation costs, nightlife activities, everything was way more than reasonably priced. And now, everything has damn near doubled, man. It is no longer cheap. It is no longer cheap. It is not comparable to a lot of other cities in Europe. It is not as expensive as Paris, but it's no longer as affordable as it once was. A lot of the entry fees have doubled. The clubs are asking you for 35, 40 euros to get in, just to get in. Guys, it was never like that. I'm gonna get me some breakfast and then we continue the conversation. But yeah, it's a bit disappointing. COVID has done a number to this city, man. It has done a number. I used to tell people, man, you want to have a good time, come to Prague. But now, I'll be like, you know, make sure you have the right budget to come to Prague. It's no longer a discounted place, man. So, Kukana Mosaic. This is the place that I have been recommended for breakfast. So I'm gonna get me, and it's after 12, and I feel like having eggs and croissants and normal things. And they told me you can get this basically all day long. So let's find out. I don't know what to freaking get, man. They have so many things. It's crazy, man.
My taste tester here.
Yeah, man. And then they have the croissants. I'm really feeling the croissants. Okay. Woo! So I ordered some of the goodies. I get to show it to you shortly. When I first started coming to Prague, I was really excited, right, about the prices, because I was traveling to Paris, London, you know, the traditional cities that people generally go to. And Prague was like a little spot that I was like, man, you know, I can really have a blast here for very little. And now I can tell you guys, it's not like that anymore. And a lot of times people tell me it's because of COVID. You know, you were definitely getting your bang for your buck. And now I feel like, man, you know, pay 40 euros just to enter a place. You want to hit the sauna that they have over here. Now they're asking for $120 to get in. It used to be $40. You know, many venues here went from like $50 to $150. You know, it's just doubled, almost tripled the price of what it used to be. And that has honestly affected my experience. I don't mind spending money because I feel like you can always get your money back. What makes sense is when you have value for your money. And unfortunately here, on this trip, I felt like I was no longer getting the value for my money because the price has gone so high. I wanted to be honest about that. Prague is no longer affordable. No more, you know. It is still cheaper than like Paris, but it's not as cheap as it used to be. It has almost double and triple in price. So, not thinking about it, what should be your next move? If you're looking for a destination in Europe on the budget, based on my knowledge about Europe, I recommend that you consider the Balkans. There's a major wave happening with tourism and with the immigration. Prices are changing fast. Europe is changing as a whole, and not always for the best, right? So, if you're looking for a great place that's on the budget, I would say look into the Balkans. Look at places like Serbia. Look at places like Croatia. You know, places like that. Most people don't go there yet. And what's protecting Serbia is that Serbia is not in the Schengen zone. But if you have an American passport, or, you know, you can get yourself a visa, I would strongly recommend you hit Serbia. It is by far my favorite food in Europe. It is very affordable, really nice places. It doesn't have the issues that over-tourism has brought finally to this beautiful city of Prague. So that's one advantage about going to the Balkans. When it comes to the nightlife, I would say the pubs are still popping, right? Like, I'll probably check out the place tonight and let you know. But what I've seen, you know, there's a lot of people coming, right? So with that, you're still gonna have that crowd. Sometimes too much of it, in the sense that you won't even be able to really move, man. There's a tremendous amount of people. I want to check out maybe a venue tonight and see if I can show you a little bit more of what I'm talking about. But what's gonna be a shocker, a sticker shock for you, will be the entry fees. Man, that's a killer. The entry fees, they are high. So just be mindful of that. I'm not big into clubbing when I travel necessarily. I don't always do those, but I don't like paying so much money to get in. And for me, paying 40 euros just to enter a club where I'm gonna be buying alcohol anyway, that is too much for me. That is something that I don't particularly enjoy, you know, especially when you want to wake up early and shoot content. So I don't always go out and shoot those, but we'll see how I feel later on. Maybe I'll do that and show you a little bit. But they have a lot of clubs here, you know, whatever you want to. You want some adult type clubs, they have them. You want some regular clubs, they have them. It's just like I said, the door price has doubled or tripled in most of them, unfortunately. So that's what I would say about the night venues. And right here, one of the most popular ones is the one I showed you guys, the rooftop. That one, they want like 40 euros to get in. But if you're in the center of Prague, you have Darling Cabaret, which is a great spot. But even there, it felt slower than before for that venue. But everything else that I have seen, it was just booming. Boom. It's a little bit shocking, you know, what COVID has done. How a city can change and so fast. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And that's a worldwide issue. The prices are just going up. So if you're waiting to travel, things are just getting worse out here, man. They're not getting better, so don't wait too long, because I don't know what this place is gonna be like in the next 5 years. Because the trend is changing everything for higher prices. I don't know about you, but people's salaries don't move like that. So don't wait too long before you check out a lot of these places that I'm talking about. So we came out here to the W again to get his room, but the room is not ready yet. So guys, I was talking to you about the experience in Prague and how things have changed and things like that, and I emphasized a lot about the cost. If you're planning a trip to Europe, is Prague still worth visiting? I would say yeah, it is worth visiting. If it's your first time, definitely you're gonna enjoy it. If you have been here before and you wanted to know if it's still as fun as before, COVID has done a major number to these things. COVID has changed so much that I'm not sure that you will enjoy it as much compared to what you're accustomed to. I'm talking about, you know, how things have changed. With so many tourists coming around, it has taken a little bit away from the experience that this place used to provide. I came here with a lot of curiosity, like, hey, what's the vibe like? Because, you know, I haven't been here since, it's been 2 years now, but I've been here many times before. Would I come back? 100%. I love Prague, and there's more to see. There's a city called Brno that isn't far from here, 2 hours away. It's the second biggest city in the Czech Republic, I think. I would love to go there and see it. But when it comes to the food, when it comes to transportation, when it comes to lodging, when it comes to nightlife, you have to budget a little bit more than what it used to be. Would the price ever come back down? I doubt it. So come here sooner than later. First-time travelers to the Czech Republic, you're gonna have a blast. Seasoned veterans from the Czech Republic, you will be disappointed because, yeah, it's just different. It's just different. Some of the venues I used to go to, you go in there, it was packed, and now it's no longer the case. Even though there's a lot more tourists here, you know, a lot of the nightlife venues just fell slower. So that's what it is. So anyways, as we're waiting for the room, we got the drinks. From what you've seen here, how'd you find the women?
Let's take those two, companionship and regular women. So I found the regular women to be beautiful, a diverse mix for Europe. You know, you get a lot of women that are tourists here. You get a lot of women that are from here, and they seem to be all over nice, you know, nice to you and everything. So now we talking, well, a lot of people come here for passport bro activity, paid companionship, whatever. Horrible. Did not enjoy it. I did not think it was good. You know what I mean? Coming from Colombia, I'm not sure why anyone would come here for that. Unless you're already in Europe and this is your home or something, then it's easier, maybe. But I just went to peruse and everything, and while they have some beautiful girls here, the experience to me seemed to be like a lot more direct than what you would get in Colombia, a lot less enjoyable, and the way that they do things here is kind of just sets you up to spend more money. All these clubs, you know, a lot of them have entry fees, a lot of them, you know, have girls that come begging you for drinks and tips and stuff, with the exception of a very famous spot that, if you guys are familiar, it looks like a warehouse and it has a park in the name of it. You know, that's a direct hit. You know, you go in there and it is what it is, but still to me, the park place had great talent, but the attitudes in there didn't make me want to, you know, really go any further with any of those women. And I should preface this by saying, like, that's not something I'm really into in general. I just went just to see. I mean, it is a form of nightlife, so I enjoy going out, and that was the kind of experience that, you know, I just wanted to see for comparison's sake to Colombia. That's not something I do in Colombia either, paid companionship that is, but it was great to see how it works in another country. And that way I would be able to recommend someone that asks me, you know, where should I go if that's what I'm looking for? Then it's hands down, you can really skip Prague on that. You know, I enjoy much more of the city, the tour, the walking through the city, the historical monuments, the food, the culture, and everything else about the trip. And I also feel that, like, for Prague, man, like, this is a place that I would consider expatting. Prague is an affordable city, so you can be comfortable here, and you can, like I said in the beginning, it's not that hard to talk to the local women here. So you can make inroads with the locals here. It's very possible without speaking their language of Czech. You can do it because most of them speak English. So that's a important thing to mention. Like, you don't have to go through the language process that you might have to do in like a Brazil or even Colombia. A lot less people tend to speak English. So
I appreciate your perspective on that, and I agree with everything he has said. There are different type of travelers. There are people who only travel, seeking fun, and if that's the case, don't, because you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be very, very disappointed. There are worse places, but definitely don't come here because you're seeking females. Like, that's not. They're different here, man. People have money. People have the income. They don't care that you're American. Like, it's not. Like, you're not shocking anybody. You don't have that shock effect. Like, well, let me get with this guy because I want to travel to them United States. These people have a very strong passport, maybe even stronger than than ours. You know what I mean? So you have to come here with the curious eye for the culture, for exploring and things like that. You can party, you can have a good time. But for the people that travel strictly for fun, those type of nightly fun, this ain't it. Yeah, please, go ahead.
I just want to ask, like, to your subs and everything, like, you guys can drop it in the comments, but I overall feel like maybe the passport bro movement is kind of sailing off, not to say more guys are not traveling, but traveling directly for paid companionship, I think, is tailing off a little bit. I think guys are being much more conscious about, their interactions with women. Now, in Colombia, it's a little bit easier to be carefree because you're not spending a lot of money no matter what. So Colombia, for that reason, will always be a top destination for passport bros. But a place like Prague that was big in the passport bro community pre-pandemic and had a lot to offer at a really affordable price. And these are all word of mouth. I wasn't here before at those times, but, being with someone that was and talking to other friends that messaged me while I was here, they all say, man, it was a quarter of the price here, before the pandemic. It got ruined by the pandemic.
Yes.
And the whole experience is just completely different.
Yeah.
But I think overall, when the prices go up 3x, and you get horrible customer service and things like that, why even waste your money, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unless you really, really want that, cool. But overall, I just feel like after so much bad press and PR about passport bros and everything, and also women kind of getting more and more expletive in how they want to deal with men, expecting more and more, guys are like really turning now. Like, look, what are you doing for me? What am I getting out of this situation? A 5-10 second great feeling is not always worth it anymore to dudes,
100%.
Most of us in America make good money, right? The dollar is relatively strong, but like here, women are more comfortable in their life. They're not looking for some man to come and upgrade them. You know what I mean? So they look for less out of men here. I think in Latin America, a lot of women might have kind of like gold digger intentions or whatever, but it's easy to tell in Latin America, like for me at least, because I have a really strong barometer on that after so much time. But like definitely here, it's just like you said, the women here are much more comfortable in their being here. They're much more comfortable in how their lifestyle is set up, their income and whatever. Colombia has probably less opportunity, a lot more poverty, I would think. And so, you're going to deal with more people that are closer to poverty in Colombia than you would here, I think.
Yeah. Now, you did set up shop in Colombia, and it's a place that you have been able to enjoy, learn the language, and assimilate it into. Now, how do you feel about Europe now? Do you think this is a place where you'll be comfortable spending months? Given what it comes with, that's good and bad. One of the best things about Europe for me is safety. I love how safe this place is. I'm not saying Colombia is so dangerous you should not go. You should, but you just have to be more careful. When we talked about offline here, I said Colombia is not for rookies, where anybody can get up in the morning, go to Prague, and I don't have any major thing to tell you about how to keep yourself safe. You don't have to worry about it But in Colombia, you need to know how to move, how to dress, how you display your phone. Everything that you display publicly can be a problem, depending on where you are. So given what you know, and if you can move away from the subject of women and talk about everything else in general, like the food, the lodging options, the way the roads are organized, public transportation, access to other countries, would you be comfortable spending months here? Or you feel like, man, I love Colombia so much, I don't think I can do that. I come and visit for a week or two, and then I'm gonna run back home. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I definitely would be willing to stay here for months on end because I enjoy change. I enjoy like something different. So I've already been thinking about that in the back of my head. Like, could I spend, or what it would look like to spend, 3 to 6 months in Europe, or possibly Prague and some of the other places that I've been in Europe. So yeah, I mean, you can absolutely do it. It depends on the person. If you are a guy, I know some guys that like don't, even in Medellin, they don't even talk to regular women, or they never learn Spanish, and so they're comfortable with just going to pay for play spots, right? And that's all they do. So that type of person probably wouldn't want to come to Prague because they're gonna feel like this just ain't it, and they're gonna compare it to Colombia. But I enjoy being here. I enjoy being in cold weather. Like, I enjoy everything that goes into it, even the uncomfortable parts.
Yeah.
So that's just the type of traveler I am. Like, I travel for that. Logistically, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense, especially if we're talking Europe. There's not a lot of places that you can get into in Europe for this price point.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to fashion, what you've seen in Europe so far, where do you put Prague?
For fashion?
For fashion.
I mean, you can't touch France.
France?
But maybe Italy. I've never been to.
Italy, okay.
Italy, I've heard, is up there with France too.
All right. What's
And
number 3?
Number 3, I mean, it's tough. It's probably a toss-up between Denmark and the UK.
Okay.
Because people in the UK also dress really nice.
Okay.
Most of the time. But I would say they have a little bit more pop in the UK than they do in Denmark.
Yeah.
Denmark is very clean cut. You're not trying to draw attention to yourself. But in the UK, I think people dress with a little tad bit more flair.
All right.
Than Denmark.
Okay.
So I'll put France and Italy as a tie. Because that's just like splitting hairs. They're both top when it comes to fashion and design. And then I'll go UK and then Denmark.
Yeah. Many people in Latin America would love to come to Europe. Many people from Latin America move to Europe, but the world is changing in a way, and many times you don't realize what you have at home. And I have to tell you, man, I love my Africa, I love Latin America a lot. I explore in other places. If you're Latino thinking about moving to Europe, Carrie, what would you tell them?
I have to know the person really well because most Colombians and most Latin people are accustomed to warm weather. There's not a lot of places in South America that get really cold. There are some like Patagonia, when you get south of Argentina and Chile, and things like that. Even in parts of Peru can be cold, but in general, the cold already is gonna like affect the psyche of a Latin person, I think. And so it makes it tough. Now, if they have career opportunities, then I think what you would find is most Latin people will come here to
work,
to make money and work, right? So yeah, you're gonna make good money here, I would think. But you probably won't enjoy the culture that much. You probably feel like the people are cold. It'll probably be a struggle for you to find friends, depending on the person. And then you also have to deal with the language unless you're going to Spain.
That's true.
So for a Latin person if you have no other tongue, meaning you don't speak any other languages, then it's going to be a real struggle here.
I agree.
A real struggle in Prague.
I agree.
Not only do they mainly speak English, but they definitely don't speak Spanish a lot. Like hardly anyone. If you're a Latino that's looking at coming here, have your priorities straight. If you're coming here to make money and you got a plan to make money, great. But if you come here off the whim and you just want to figure it out, I think it'll be incredibly hard.
For those of you guys who haven't been to Prague since the COVID pandemic, Prague has changed a tremendous amount. It is still fun. I still recommend it. It just costs a lot more money, but definitely if you're open-minded and you're willing to travel far, because some of you guys don't want to fly more than 3 hours or 2 hours or even 1 hour. So Europe for y'all seems like really far. Traveling in Europe is easy, man. You catch a flight within an hour from where you land here. 6-7 hours, you cross the pond. You land in London, Paris, Frankfurt, wherever, and you can catch an hour flight and you can end up in just about anywhere you want in Europe. It's very easy. They got very budget airlines, Ryanair, stuff like that. Europe is an amazing continent. They have really mastered the public transportation system. It is one of the best as far as continent is concerned in the world.
Make sure you bring your money. Did you tell him that? Did you tell him that?
Yeah, it's not
Did
cheap.
you tell him that we had a $600 dinner in Denmark?
Oh,
for
that's
two?
exactly right. Oh man, that was expensive.
Denmark is the thing that I want you guys to be surprised about this, but Denmark is like levels and levels
Oh
more
my God.
expensive than a lot of Europe.
Yes, sir.
I think the only comparable places in Europe to Denmark is like UK is expensive.
Yes.
All of Scandinavia is a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
When you get back down to Eastern Europe, it becomes a tad bit more
Yeah.
affordable. Western Europe is so touristy that it can be expensive as well.
Yes.
So overall, guys, just be prepared to spend a lot of money. You get a drink somewhere, or there's the same things that you buy in Colombia. Ubers, or if you want to pick up some clothes, everything comes at a premium
100%.
out here in Europe, unfortunately.
Yep.
So that makes Europe a little bit more tougher to tackle, guys.
Yes. And that is why a lot of people go out to them Latin America. You know, it's so affordable, it's so cheap. Don't always think that your culture is not as fun and then the grass is always green on the other side.
Not just that, but you've been telling me about Vietnam.
Yes. Yes.
So people look to Asia. I wish I could say that about Africa, but man, Africa, unfortunately, in my experience, has been very expensive, with the exception of like,
Lodging maybe.
no, with the exception of like Egypt.
Yeah.
Egypt I found to be very cheap.
Mm.
Sub-Saharan Africa,
Expensive, huh?
expensive travel in Africa.
That's right.
Expensive, you know,
Yeah.
even lodging
Yeah.
somewhere up there, you know.
I agree. So, Carrie finally got the room, and he has a suite. He went big. Go big or go home. Yo, this suite is cray, man. The W, man. That's what Carrie got over here. So you got the main difference. You got a full double vanity over here. You got glass, man. You got glass up in here. This is the freaking toilet. You guys seen toilets before. So the toilet is separated from this section right here where you brush your teeth, double vanity. And then look at this bathtub, man. Look at this bathtub, yo. I've never seen a round shaped bathtub like this before. They got all that fancy lotion and shampoo over here. And then you got the shower, man. So the bathroom is definitely a major upgrade. Woo! And then check out this main spot. This is where the action happens right here. King size bed. Now I know Carrie ain't gonna sleep here by himself. Man, what's your plan? Cause this is too big for you, man.
I don't know, man. I might have to invite some company over.
Yeah, you need to have, somebody over here, cause man, and then they got that champagne. They got something ready here.
They left the early birthday present, man. My birthday is no time soon.
Wow.
Did you see there? The chocolate says happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And they got the Perrier, man. This is the Perrier Grand Brut.
That's good stuff.
I think so. It sounds fancy. Anything that sounds French is fancy. So Perrier is all right. And then, now I don't think this is complimentary, but it's already open. Oh no, it's not. It looked like it was open. I was like, don't be testing me like this, man.
Wine?
Yeah, this is Pinot Noir. This is red wine. You know what I'm saying? And then they have, what is this? I don't know, gin or something? I don't know, man. What? This is real right here. This is real. And then of course you got some water. The least exciting part is the view, but what's important is not what's going to happen outside, but what is going to happen inside right here. That's the most important one. And then you got this cube. I thought it was one of those you play and it tells you do this position and do that position. That's what I thought it was. You know what I mean? But that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. You got the phone.
I love the W's, man. W Hotel always has that modern, sophisticated, cosmopolitan design.
Yeah.
And when I can, I'll stop by, because some of I do the JW a lot, and
Yeah.
I do the Ritz, but they're kind of snuffy sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I really enjoy the W Hotel, so shout out to Marriott on this.
All right.
I hope you guys become a Bonvoy member with them, and yeah, this is how I get this upgrade. I paid for a regular room.
And they upgraded you to this.
All the time. Always get upgrades with Marriott, so I appreciate y'all over at Marriott. boy Card HQ.
Bonvoy membership, huh?
Man, I've been with them for 3+ years. Platinum member, like they show love.
Guys, I got my airline game on lock, but my hotel game is weak. Because these airlines, they get you too, is like, if you book a hotel with us, we give you X amount of miles. I'm like, you got me. But with this, you have to book with them, pay with them, probably get more points. And then you can end up in a place like this. Some destination be like, no visitors, no guests. Can you imagine staying in a place like this? And you ain't got no guests, you can't have visitors. What's the point? You know, there's what's his name? I think it was James Brown. Yeah, James Brown said, "It's a man's world, but it's nothing without a woman." So hey, this is great, right? But isn't it better if you have your significant other, wife, girlfriend over here? It's better than being by yourself. I hope that Carrie will make good use of this room right here, man.
I'm tripping, bro. I do know what James Brown is saying, but I had enough love in Colombia, so I could use some time to myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah. But there's a club next door. Let's not find excuses. Yeah. I do believe Carrie is gonna make himself happy in the city, man. You know, I think he'll make himself happy.
IvainTures, the one and only, that we've been thugging it out on this trip. You know what I mean? Dealing with these crazy European women. So we deserve a toast.
So to friendship and to Europe.
There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Man, who's this guy right here? Who's this? I've seen him before. Oh, that's the man himself.
On the big screen, man.
Oh man. Don't stay home, man. Enjoy that passport. And we appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and to many more ventures out there. Peace and love. So if the first time finding my channel, my name is Ivan. I travel around the world, try to bring you some unique content. I'm currently in Europe, going around in the winter. From wherever you're watching me, I hope you have a great holiday. Enjoy your time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.